Welcome to the channel. Thank you everyone for tuning in. On today's video, I'm going to do an unboxing of two brand new watches by one of my favorite brands, or should I say two of my favorite brands on AliExpress. We have a brand new GMT from Sugess and a brand new GMT from Seestern. Now, early release for these watches, there have been already a couple of orders placed on their stores, so I've got it just in time for the rest of you guys to have a look at. So this video is going to be an unboxing where I'm going to go through the specifications, dimensions, give you guys a quick once over, and then get them on wrist and then report back with a full and thorough review. So Sugess and Seestern, if you don't know already, Seestern is a sister brand of Sugess, so you'll see a lot of matching designs. You'll see parts used across both watches. You'll see similar cases, etc. And with these watches in particular, they are pretty similar. They've just got a very different dial and handset setup. So without further ado, let's get them out the boxes and let's show you what we have. Both watches out of their protective packaging, out of their boxes. The packaging is as normal. You've got your warranty cards, instruction manuals, and screwdrivers supplied. Now we've got both watches in hand, and what I said about these two watches, that they are basically exactly the same. They're homaging a very particular design, and you can see the one in my left hand is slightly different with the dial and the handset setup to the one in my right hand, and both homage to very closely related top tier, let's say luxury or high-end brands. And yeah, I think they look fantastic in hand so far. Now both watches have been heavily upgraded. There's a consistent surge on AliExpress, by all these brands to keep pushing the boat out, keep pushing the boundaries, keep giving us better value for money, better finishing, better quality watches. And it is really scary in the sense that a lot of the main brands do need to be worried, because AliExpress can now give us super high quality watches, and both these watches are a testament. I mean, we know St. Martin is basically the market leader on AliExpress with the watches that they bring out. Not to say nobody makes mistakes. Obviously, there's always a few issues here and there, just down to quality control and design. Now let's take you through these watches one at a time. So the one from Seestern is homaging a very particular variant of a watch, and I think more famously Steinhardt have also done a homage to this watch, and the Steinhardt is a fantastically well made watch, as you guys probably already know. So this is from Seestern, and with this particular model, this is called the S436, and it only comes with this color variant, and it's available on the Seestern website. Now, in terms of specifications, they are exactly the same for both watches, so let's cover those. First and foremost, you've got a full stainless steel construction, as you can see. You do have a box style sapphire crystal. You've got 100 meters of water resistance with a screw down crown, screw down case back. The bezel itself is static, it's fixed because of the design it is homaging. Now both are GMT watches. They use the Seiko NH34 GMT, and this is the Kohler GMT. Now, as well as that, you've got more refined features present on the bracelets. You've got female end links, all solid links, screw-in links also, and the clasp is probably the biggest upgrade that they've done. Now the clasp on these comes with an on-the-fly adjustment, so this is something which we've all been waiting for. I mean, logically the next step for a lot of these top level brands on AliExpress was for them to actually go to clasps now and to come up with something better. And as you can see, a quick ratchet style on-the-fly adjustment, really well made. And if we look at all the features and specifications on offer, and let's put that against the price. The price for these is under £200, which is under $250 US, and I think everything that you get in front of you is phenomenal. You cannot deny the value for money coming across with these watches. Let's put into comparison. Let's talk about some micro brands. Now, recently I've been looking at some GMT micro brands, using the Seiko NH34. And what are their base prices? They're all above £250, over $250. So we're looking at around the $350 mark. So these guys even beat micro brands. And the difference between a micro brand and Seestern, Sugess, St. Martin is nothing. There's barely any difference. So they are the same thing in my opinion. So now this is the Sugess S431, and you can see clearly it's homaging something slightly different, but again the setup is more or less the same. And you've got the snowflake style hands on this one with a gorgeous style. Now with this Sugess, it comes in three different colors. So you've got a white dial, and you've got a dark blue dial, which is what this is. I know it's quite difficult to tell due to the lighting, but that is a very dark, deep blue. And then you've also got a black dial version. So far in hand, both watches feel good, and in terms of finishing, so far I can tell it's really high quality. Now, if you're interested, how does it compare to San Martin so far? I gotta say that I think they're not far off San Martin, guys. If anything, they are probably on par, and this is where I've got to give San Martin a lot of credit, because I'd say it's due to San Martin's pursuit to be the market leader, and San Martin always, pushing on the upper boundary to get better made watches, give us better quality again and again. It's actually pushing a lot of brands. So if you look at Sugess, right, Seestern, you'll see, they've got similar cases from San Martin. Now, I don't know if they are exactly the same, but they're not far off at all. And then if you look at Proxima now, Proxima is also headed in that San Martin direction. And a key kind of indicator for myself is just look at the descriptions now, how they've changed. They're using the same style of pictures as San Martin, giving us the close-ups, giving us the dial and movement picture. And you guys know what I'm talking about, the guys that are always on AliExpress. So you can definitely see where San Martin has pushed the rest to kind of be even better. So yeah, there is that definitely going on. So we've got some exciting things to look forward to this year. I think some of the key brands that we are used to on AliExpress are going to be giving us some amazing watches. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about these actual watches because this is just an unboxing. So I've got to actually go back, put these watches on wrist, wear them, try them out before I report back. So what we're going to do is just look at dimensions. So let's get the trusty caliper out. Diameter on these watches, let's have a look. So we've got a 40mm diameter, but that is due to the bezel. There is a slight overhang, as you can see, but in terms of the actual case, it should be around 39mm. Thickness of the watch is 13mm. You do have a boxed out sapphire crystal, that's going to add a few mil. The lug to lug is 48mm. You do have a 20mm lug width. Crown size is 7mm, so nice chunky crown, and the bracelet does taper down to 16 at the clasp. And these are really nice clasps. I mean, the Seestern one is sterile, and then the Sugess one is branded, but exactly same clasp. It's finished very nicely, and of course, with this on-the-fly adjustment, you don't need any micro adjustments there. So I'm happy, and as we all should be. So this is great news for us, guys, because we're just pushing the boundaries further and further. And going back to the price, £200 is not a lot. It doesn't matter that's from AliExpress. It's looking at the specifications they give you. And again, these are the same as micro brands that we see. And for £200, you're getting a lot of values. I'm going to stop right here, guys. Obviously, I want to save some for the review. Let's give you guys a quick once over of what we're looking at. And all does seem pretty high standard, I have to say. So make sure you tune in, subscribe if you haven't done so already, so you can see the full review on both these watches. And as always, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.